Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your November 2016 general readings. I am using the Gilded Tarot deck as usual, and also as usual, drawing 8 cards for the month, 2 cards for each week, with an additional ninth card from the bottom of the deck as your crowning card representing overall energy and advice. As you're probably tired of all of us saying, remember that these are general readings. They're not going to resonate the same for everyone because there's so many of you watching. How could it possibly? So make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. They may you may resonate with either of those other two signs a little better for the November generals, and watch all three because each of those signs may play out for you predictively just in different areas of your life, and watching all three as often as you can just gives you a more whole and clear picture of the time frame ahead that the reading covers. Always a thank you to those of you who continue to watch and listen and subscribe to my channel. Your feedback and support is so very welcome and so very much appreciated. And I do still continue to love reading each and every one of the comments that you put both on the YouTube channel and the ones that some of you send via email. Thank you also to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings. It's a pleasure to be even a small part of your lives playing forward. And thank you very much for those of you who take the time to send back feedback, particularly my regular clients, and how those readings continue to play out in your lives. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading, you can click on the little About button on my channel's homepage. That'll give you a little more information and detail, and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can send me an email if you're interested in a reading, and I will get back with you quickly, and we can set something up anywhere between a few days up to 2 weeks, but almost always within 2 weeks, we can set something up for you as I do readings full time. So enough of that. Let's get into this reading. This is for Leo for November 2016. Leo, November 2016. What does the month of November have in store for the fire sign of Leo? Feisty, fiery feline, Leo. Leo, November 2016. Okay, we begin with the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, followed by Temperance, the Hierophant, followed by the Nine of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups, followed by the Four of Wands. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy is the Knight of Wands. Let's just take a look, Leo. Okay, Leo, let's begin. It looks like a pretty good month for you. There is some kind of opportunity or option, something coming your way this month in a very unexpected way, but it's proving to be quite a beneficial blessing or an actual boon for you. And I feel like for a lot of you, it has to do with your work or career environment, perhaps education for some of you as well. You can apply these same energies to the arena of love and relationships and spirituality, of course, but first and foremost, I'm getting that for a lot of you, this is more about work and career or education or some kind of project. So we begin with the Eight of Pentacles, followed by the King of Swords. So the Eight of Pentacles is the work card. Pentacles being governed by Earth. It's a sign, it's a suit that rules things in our earthly, material, tangible world. Often it's money, finances, resources, property, those tangible, see, touch, feel sort of things. Although again, you can apply the same energy to non-tangible areas of your life as well. The Eight of Pentacles represents the slow, steady, but successful working towards a goal. It represents perseverance, diligence. Perhaps some of you in the actual work environment are putting in overtime. You're working very long and hard because you have a goal. You have something that you're working towards. As this man is, he's got 7 pentacles already hanging in the air above him, and he's hard at work at the 8th, putting just as much attention and detail into the 8th one as he has on the 7. You can can see that the sun is setting outside. He's lit his candles. Perhaps a lot of you have been burning the candles at both ends. Again, it can represent a lot of work, maybe putting in overtime as well. But it's for a reason. You have a goal, something that you're working towards. You're building up the foundation for something, and you've been pretty successful so far because you are at the 8. This represents getting to where you want, being able to achieve what you want by the way that you do it, being structured, being disciplined, perseverance, attention to detail, commitment. Now, that 8 of Pentacles is paired with the King of Swords. So, Swords is governed by air. Swords is more of a intellectual, cerebral, mental suit, and that's the arena that it governs. Our words and our ideas, education, thoughts, outlooks, perspectives, our belief system. It's all about what goes on up here. And it is somewhat detached from our emotional realm. It's all about being again, very much like the 8 of Pentacles, structured, disciplined, because this King of Swords does represent that. As an actual individual in your life, because for some of you, this King of Swords will represent an actual person in your life that's whose energies are going to be significant for you. I feel like for a lot of you, it's in work or career or some project you're working on. For some of you, it could be education. And this would represent somebody who is typically in a position of some authority or power with the ability to make decisions, important decisions. This is somebody as the King of Swords who is a very cerebral person, somebody who's able to set their emotions aside and make decisions and judgments based on cold, hard facts, logic, information. They're very much into information, speaking the truth, very keen, educated, well spoken. Education, higher learning. For some of you, this can represent a supervisor, a boss, a CEO, perhaps at your work. This could represent for some of you at school, it could represent a professor, a mentor of some kind, but he's going to be playing a significant role. For others of you, this is going to represent simply the energy that you are manifesting or being called upon to manifest more on in something that you're working on, a goal, a project, a dream you have that you're working on or you're working towards. And you've been very successful in doing it. And for some of you, this King of Swords is going to be playing kind of an integral role in noticing that. Now we move next into two pretty powerful combination. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana card, and Temperance, also a Major Arcana card. Fingers of the Divine, as I like to call them, because they do represent that divine energy coming in to help lead, guide, and assist us. The Wheel of Fortune is just that. It's the wheel turning in your favor, a stroke of good luck, of good fortune. Although I'm always careful to remind people that how we actually view things is just a matter of our own perspective. Sometimes in hindsight, we can feel like the wheel has turned against us or when things aren't going so well, but later on it actually turns out to be a blessing in disguise. But in this case, it's in the upright position. A stroke of good luck or good fortune comes in for you. And this represents something coming in an unexpected way, perhaps from an unexpected source. You're not expecting it, but it's a blessing, it's a boon, it's fortuitous somehow. And again, I feel like it's linked to this. And it could be for some of you that this King of Swords represents somebody who's, again, in a position of authority at your work, on your career path, as a mentorship, a professor, perhaps the head of a project you're working on, who's noticing all this hard work and dedication that you're putting into something, this goal that you're working towards. And he has something to do with this energy of the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Your overall energy is that Knight of Wands, which represents something being brought to you, an offer, an opportunity of some kind, and moving quite fast. So anyway, back to the Wheel of Fortune. It's paired with another Major Arcana card, Temperance. Temperance is about balance, harmony, keeping opposite extremes in perfect balance, unison, harmony, patience. And my analogy, the analogy I like to use for temperance in terms, it's about finding your balance and your stability in the middle of something, even when things might be chaotic or turbulent on the outside. It's kind of like being on a teeter-totter or a seesaw. If you're at the far end of either side of that teeter-totter or seesaw, you're kind of at the mercy of the elements, or anybody walking along can kind of swing you up and down and you can fall off. But when you go to the middle where it's connected, you find your center. It doesn't really matter what's going on the outer ends. You always retain your balance, you always retain your stability. That's kind of what temperance is representing. It's being able to remain stable, balanced, connecting with that kind of sense of serenity within you to keep balance. And for some of you, this is also going to be a character trait that's of yours that's being acknowledged and recognized in addition or alongside your hard work. And also, I have to say that this combination of cards, the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance, which is also patience and harmony, things lasting, being balanced for some time. I feel like whatever this stroke of good luck, good fortune, this opportunity that's going to be coming in is also going to last for a while. I feel like this combination of cards together, um, whatever the change is coming in, even though its very nature is unexpected, it's going to represent that kind of peace and stability and the good fortune. Whatever the opportunity is being presented to you is going to be there for a while. It's going to remain stable for a while. Now, next we move into the energy of the Hierophant, another major arcana card. You have 3 with the 9 of Pentacles. Again, for a lot of you, divine timing and orchestration is at play for you. So, the Hierophant. The Hierophant represents convention, tradition, the establishment, walking the prescribed path. It can represent organized religion, higher education, uh, organized corporations, large businesses, kind of that energy of everybody doing the same thing, kind of working towards the same thing. There is sometimes a bit of a sacrifice and individuality with the Hierophant card, particularly if it represents being part of a large corporation or a large group, everybody doing the same thing. But the payout is that you get to belong. This can also, in love and relationships, represent taking a relationship to another level, a deeper level of commitment. In education, it can represent higher education, moving up another notch in your educational level, pursuing more forms of higher education, or having the opportunity to pursue that as well. Now, the Hierophant is paired with the Nine of Pentacles. Again, we have that earth energy here. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of a fair amount of prosperity, abundance, wealth, but that it's come as a result of your own hard work and your own hard labor. Again, we've gone from the Eight of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. This woman is in her garden, and she's wearing a beautiful gown. She's very well put together. She obviously has the resources to take good care of herself, and she's surrounded by things which represent luxury, comfort, physical comforts, but they're the fruit of her labor. One of the reasons there's a self-sufficient, self-empowered energy to the Nine of Pentacles is that she has that extra bit of enjoyment of knowing that everything that she is gaining, everything that she's enjoying, is hers. It belongs to her. Nobody can take it away from her because she earned it herself. This is someone who's had very little, if anything, handed to her on a silver platter. She is enjoying the fruits of her labor, all of which she worked for herself. So paired with a Hierophant, this can represent, and again, the way that it's flowing so far, it's as if, Leo, you've been working very hard on something. You've been working for a while on something, in work and career, on a project of some kind. And there's an individual which is going to be significant in this somehow this month. Again, that could be a boss, a supervisor, a professor of some kind, a mentor. And it's as if you're being recognized and acknowledged. Somebody's noticing everything that you're putting into, the effort you're putting into working towards something, this dream, this goal that you have, what you've been working on. And because of that, there's an opportunity coming in. For some of you, I'm getting actually for some of you, this is going to be the opportunity to continue your education, or the opportunity to get extra training in something. Perhaps it's, receiving a grant or receiving the funds or resources or somebody sponsoring you to be able to increase your skills somehow through education or through learning and training, which of course increases your ability, your earning capability, which increases your energy of being, self-sufficient, independent, prosperous as well. Again, this could be work, career, education. And in love and relationships, you can apply this energy too, perhaps your hard work has been paying off and you may be, you may be put in for a promotion or a raise or a bonus of some kind. And for some of you, this might represent the resources to be able to perhaps get married or, propose or, say, come and live with me or buy your first home or something of that sort. Again, it's going to play out, the story is going to split off because there's so many of you watching. But it's all good. It's something unexpected coming that's beneficial to you, that's almost like a gift for you, and it presents you with an opportunity. What that specific opportunity is going to vary, but it's based on your hard work. It's based on your efforts. It's based on your perseverance and your determination and having that acknowledged and noticed, whether it's by one person in specific and also by universe, by spirit itself. This King of Swords, I might add too, would represent an air sign person, likely sun, moon, or rising, which would be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But again, as this is a general reading, it could also be a female. It's too difficult in general readings to specify genders, even when it comes up as a male. But again, it's presenting you with an opportunity to take something to another level, whether that's a personal relationship, whether that's your education, whether that's moving up in your job or career, being put in charge of another project. It's very positive. And it's because of you. It's because of your own work and your own skill, your own dedication to something. And it is a cause for celebration because at or towards the end of November 2016, and what a lovely bright reading, Leo, we have two cards which both are about celebration and happy surprises as well. We have the Three of Cups paired with the Four of Wands. So the Three of Cups is governed by the element of water. It's all about that watery, fluid world of emotions and feelings and relationships and love as well. Our personal life, how we relate to other people. The Three of Cups, as you can see, is a card of celebration. The cups overflowing, enjoying yourself. This is also a card that represents the energy of celebrating with other people, of being with other people in whose company you truly enjoy. It's just a joy to be with these other people. It's a celebratory card, but it's also a card of having kind of clicked with somebody or with a group of friends, celebration. And it is paired with the Four of Wands. So Wands is fire. Wands is governed by fire. It's that creative building, manifesting energy, and it's very action oriented. It's a very dynamic suit because it's governed by fire, change, movement, action, power. The Four of Wands is another celebratory card, although this can speak of an actual celebratory event like a marriage, a wedding, an anniversary, a birthday party, graduation, or just a party that's being thrown again to celebrate whatever this Wheel of Fortune energy is coming in for you. There's also an unexpected element to the Four of Wands too. It's sometimes referred to as the happy surprise card because when the Four of Wands comes in, it represents something that might be looked at as normal or ordinary or mundane being elevated, things working out better than you might think or better than you anticipate, again in an unexpected kind of way. Celebration, but it could be an actual celebratory event. So for some of you, this could represent, a wedding, an anniversary party, a graduation. Maybe you're just getting together and with friends because there's a very we feeling to both of these cards. It's celebrating with people, and it's probably people who know you, who understand what it's cost you, what you've been investing in, whatever this is, and again, celebration. For some of you, it's going to be a promotion. For others of you, some of you are going to be getting married, perhaps purchasing your first home. Again, whatever that Wheel of Fortune energy, whatever this opportunity is that's coming in is going to be different for those of you watching, but the energy is still the same. It's beautiful. And again, it is entirely because of you. Now, your overall energy crowning card is the Knight of Wands, which represents, again, we have that fire energy of Wands. Knights are the bringers of the tarot, they're the deliverers of the tarot. So typically, when you see Knights, it represents results, something being brought to you. The result of something, an offer, an opportunity, an option, and it also represents the speed at which a situation moves. And I feel like when this comes in, it's going to be moving quite fast after that. This can also represent the person who's bringing it to you, which would be a fire sign person, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, although I'm not really getting that too strongly here. It's more just about the opportunity the offering, something's being presented to you, an opportunity is coming into you this month. And again, it's unexpected and it feels like just like a stroke of good luck, like you hit the mark. But again, underneath it all is this it's as a result of your skills and your dedication to something, whatever you've been working on, working towards this dream, this goal, or just being a very dedicated worker in your job, in your field. It feels as if it's being recognized at least by someone, and that someone is able to assist or directly bring in this opportunity for you or pull strings so that it happens for you, and it enables you to move to the next level of something, which is a cause of a lot of celebration. So you'll have to update me and give me feedback on what that is, Leo, because it feels quite lovely. I feel like the last half of the month is going to be moving quite quickly for you. So what a lovely, beautiful, bright, energetic reading. Thank you so much. So, Leo, that represents your reading for the month of November 2016. There will, of course, be another one in a couple of weeks for the November mid-month general readings. I thank you very much for watching it. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on that little About button, and you can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. And until I see you all again in a couple of weeks for the mid-month readings, as always, Leo, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.